news that the price of rice has increased. Truly, yes. In October of last year, the Rice Importers Association wrote the government of Liberia. My colleagues will give you copies, requesting an increase in the price of rice from $17 to $20. They cited several reasons, some of them genuine, uh, citing the crisis in Ukraine, issues in the Middle East that have impacted freight costs, that have impacted production. But most specifically, the rice importers cited an increase in price, actually an additional 20% tariff imposed by the government of India on the popular rice that we have in Liberia, which is the 25 kg, 5% broken Indian parboiled rice. We have verified that indeed there has been, over the last few days, we've made sure that most of our decisions here are based on facts. So we've been conducting researches. We've also ensured that we had some communications in and out of the country to verify these changes. And indeed, there are several exogenous factors that will be impacting the price of rice and several other commodities. And indeed, there has been a 20% uh, tariff imposed by the the government of India on that particular variety of rice. But again, we have constructively engaged the importers. It has been a week of deliberations and discussions. Again, I'm pleased to announce that not only have they uh, put a halt on the increase, not only have we put a halt on the increase of price as they have been requesting, but we've been able to negotiate with them to reduce the existing price based on the stock they have. They have confirmed they have 120 metric tons of rice that will last us between now and late May, June, and they have agreed to drop that price in good faith in consideration of the current economic conditions to $16.75 per bag. This will take effect on Monday, and again, it's going to last for the next 3 to 4 months, or if I may say, on the current stock of rice. But what we are most proud of is that we have been able to negotiate other engagement, other things with them. You know, one, in addition to reducing the price, we have agreed in collaboration with them that they will also provide an alternative rice variety so that when there is an increase in price of rice globally, the Liberian people will have a more affordable option on the market. This is a good thing so that in our effort to open the market, people should have choices. So that they will ensure that they will bring that variety along with the next consignment. We have also agreed that the importers will invest into local production as an additional measure to ensure the constant supply of rice and that we have uh, reserve as far as domestic stock in case of any exogenous shock. As we saw during COVID, Ebola, and the financial crisis, whenever there are external issues, we have shortage of rice in Liberia. So, in effort of ensuring not only the constant supply but developing the local private sector in rice production, the rice importers have agreed to invest into a fund or collaboration. We'll work out the modalities beginning in March to determine how that is implemented. But the concept here is that they will put funds, they will invest into this program where we empower Liberian entrepreneurs to produce rice that will add up to their stock that they will distribute wholesale in the local market. We've also negotiated with them, and they have agreed to jointly uh, work with us to ensure that there is no shortage of rice. You know, sometimes when these changes come about, people assume that there's going to be shortage of rice. They are going to work with us to ensure that we have constant supply of rice on the market and at the most reasonable cost possible. So this is a very positive achievement that we've had, and we thought that we might share this with uh, with the public and the Liberian people. We're open for questions.
Okay, you call your name, your institution. Please don't give. Don't Yeah, so my name is Yanti Toba report for OKFN. Well, basically, though there's not been a full team yet, as a matter of fact, but when you talk about this changing or these process take effect on Monday officially, uh, many a times, the people on the field, especially the marketers, those who go to buy this commodity, face some problem with people who are actually selling there and say, look, we are not aware of these things. And in fact, they still want to remain to the prices that they were selling this commodity. And most often they have some sort of problem with these people who are going to buy this product. How effective with the team be, especially would there be a team out there to ensure that whatever is being announced by the Ministry of Commerce takes immediate effect and that is being adhered to by folks, especially selling this commodity?
So while it is the responsibility of the Ministry of Commerce to establish prices of commodities, we ensure that we did this in a collaborative manner through through a period of engagement with the stakeholders, the primary stakeholders, the importers of rice. And to this, we signed copies of the minutes. It's not an agreement, but they were present. We discussed this over a period of time, and that's why we were giving up to Monday. We did not state that it was going to happen today because there will be some time needed for adjustments. So it's through consensus. We'll have our team beginning next week, sometime next week, begin a rigorous inspection exercise, not only pertaining to rice, but there are several other issues affecting our business environment, including the quality of products in the market. There are some complaints that have not been addressed over a period of time that has to do with frozen foods. So there are several initiatives that we will begin next week to ensure that the Liberian people are getting what they are due in terms of products and commodities on the market.
Yes, Janet Bowen in a report for the Heritage newspaper. I'm concerned what's the penalty for those refusing to go by government mandate to reduce the prices of commodities?
Well, again, the, the Ministry of Commerce has a sole responsibility of determining, establishing prices where necessary. And again, in this case, I don't see any reason why the major importers will renege on what we agreed upon. But again, we have the mechanism in place to ensure that those things are adhered to. I wouldn't want to believe that for any reason that they will not honor the price that we are going to publish or we are publishing.
Yeah, I'm Domingo. I report for DTV Online. You did mention about the reduction of the prices of rice on the local market beginning Monday because of the current stock of rice on the market for the next 3 months. There is any plan after the 3 months for the re-increasement of the commodities on the market?
Well, again, it's going to be a collaborative effort. There were some genuine concerns expressed by the importers. We appreciate the fact that they were willing to work with us to reduce it, and we are going to vigorously monitor the global prices of rice and several other commodities between now and then. We have been informed that there are already consignments of rice that are expected in country by May or June. Now, again, if there are any increase in rice, we will make sure, in the price, we'll make sure that they are genuine. Rest assured that we're not just going to make unilateral decision or just going to allow an increase in price of rice that is not justified or backed by substantiating evidences, and we're doing our part. But to add here, in anticipation of that, we also believe that there will be other variety of rice that will be on the market, which is very critical, to serve as a buffer and uh, to supply the general market that wouldn't afford, any increase in price.
Mr. Minister, my name is Jab Davis from the Liberia Broadcasting System. This discussion you just talked about was at the highest level with the importers. I'm concerned about the distributors and all of those people down the line. Just to buttress what my colleague asked, the inspectorate division here at the ministry Is it ready now, knowing that the Inspector General is not in office yet? Is it ready? Are there the headlines that usually the Commerce Ministry always put out in the public, that when there is any increase, arbitrary increase, that you can call to make sure that yes, you have prompt redress? Are these things in place already?
Well, the Inspector General is already working. He has already been appointed and started working. We've been having a couple of meetings to make sure that the inspectorate is resuscitated to its full capacity. We're working on in that line. We're working on several fronts to not only to be functional, but to be functional in a respectable way. So the next time you see the inspectors out there, you will see a great difference between what you were seeing before, in terms of uniformity, in terms of presentation. So we're going through that process. We may not, again, just taking over. We're still trying to get a hold, an understanding of what we have inherited. So it's an ongoing process, but we understand the limitations and we're trying to work around it. Uh, Definitely, we'll be checking on the prices out there. And again, whether it's $17, $20, or it has been reduced to $16.75, that price reductions trickles down to other to other levels in in the chain.
Gentlemen, at least we take one more, then the minister has to retire to attend to others' business. Thank you, Mr. Mola. I'm trying to man away from this. You, we man telling us what was the initial price of rice and what the slab, what the difference now.
Well, again, from all records that we have been assessing in the ministry, including the communications that were sent to the previous minister, the price of rice on the market was $17. And from my understanding, that was agreed upon more than a year ago. So that was the official market ceiling. These prices, whether petroleum or rice, is the ceiling that is established. Some people might sell those commodities lower, but they don't exceed the ceiling prices established.
Thank you so much for watching.